Well, in an important development for the global payments landscape, PayPal has partnered with several major digital wallet companies to launch PayPal World, which is a platform designed to make cross-border commerce more seamless and accessible. Now, this initiative allows users to pay international merchants or send money across borders using their local wallets and payment systems they already use at home. Launched in partnership with major payment systems, including India's UPI through the NPCI International, China's TenPay Global, which is Tencent's payment arm, Latin America's Mercado Pago, and of course PayPal and Venmo, the platform aims to connect nearly 2 billion users over the world. To illustrate how it will work, if an Indian shopper, for instance, is browsing on a US-based online store and he clicks on the PayPal button at checkout, they'll see the UPI option that they're familiar with, and that'll enable them to complete the purchase in their local currency using their preferred domestic payment method. Well, to understand the strategy behind PayPal World and what it could mean for the future of global payments as we know it today, we're joined by Alex Chris, who is the president and CEO at PayPal. Alex, thank you very much for your time here on CNBC-TV18. It's a pleasure to have you here. To begin with, very, very simply put for our viewers, for the consumers out there who are shopping in India or shopping abroad or vice versa, what does PayPal World really bring to the table, and how is it any easier than, say, using our credit cards to make an online transaction internationally?
Sure. Well, again, thank you for having me. It's great to be with you today. So when we set out to create PayPal World, the problem we were solving was we know that there is tremendous advancement in digital wallets today. Digital wallets are how people want to pay. Digital wallets hold multiple credit cards. They may hold digital currencies. They may hold buy now, pay later options. There's lots of different options around the world. But the challenge is these wallets don't interoperate. And so if you're traveling, if you happen to be wanting to exchange money on a peer-to-peer basis with another consumer that has a different wallet, you run into a challenge. And so PayPal World creates interoperability across the leading wallets across the world. So if you're a consumer in India, you happen to be a UPI user, you can now shop anywhere that PayPal is accepted. So you can go to Europe, you can go to an e-commerce store in the United States or anywhere else. You'll be able to find the PayPal button, click on it, and be able to actually check out with your UPI wallet. And this is interoperable across different geographies. So users that are Venmo users or Mercado Libre users that are traveling into India will be able to scan a UPI merchant QR code and be able to check out with their home wallet as well. So we're trying to give people the opportunity to use their native wallet anywhere that they want to shop, anywhere in the world.
And Alex, how soon is this going to be live?
Yeah, so we just announced a partnership with our top first 5 founding wallets. So it's PayPal, it's Venmo, it's UPI, WeChat, and Mercado Libre. Our plan is to launch in the fall, and we already have tremendous influx of other wallets that have chosen and are reaching out to want to join. So we'll be rolling out this fall. And again, this is an open platform, an open ecosystem. We want to connect the world together.
Well, you're calling PayPal World a first of its kind platform, really. But for PayPal itself, should we read it as a shift from being a payments company to becoming this global payment infrastructure company? And, really, if wallets can transact across borders without needing PayPal accounts, what's your monetization model here?
Great question. So first, we are transforming PayPal from traditionally a payments company into what we're calling a commerce platform. And so commerce is what merchants and consumers need to be able to interact with each other. And we think we have the opportunity to really help our consumers, help our small businesses, help our merchants around the world do more than just payments. And so, yes, we are transforming the organization into a commerce platform. In terms of our monetization model, look, when there is more commerce that happens around the world, PayPal is going to benefit. We already are a part of a quarter of all e-commerce. We have monetization models in place with our existing merchants. We've just given merchants that use PayPal in Germany or in the United States the ability to have access to close to 2 billion consumers just with these founding wallets. That is a huge opportunity for our merchants. And again, when commerce happens, we're going to be the platform to enable it, and we'll continue to grow the business.
You know, you're bringing together players like UPI from India, TenPay from China, and, you know, Mercado from Latin America, different regulatory regimes there and very different, technical architectures as well. What were the biggest hurdles in making these interoperable, and how will you ensure that there is regulatory compliance across such a wide range of jurisdictions?
You know, we start with the vision, and the vision is, do we want to live in a world where wallets are interoperable? And, you know, every time I would talk to the CEO or a leader of one of these partners, we shared a common vision. And so when you start with a common vision and you start with, you know, the mindset that your users will continue to use your wallet, but we're now giving users and merchants the opportunity to interact with the world, then technology is always solvable. So we have created a technology platform. This is a platform that is future-proof. It's one that will continue to evolve. We will be investing in. And obviously, this creates opportunities for us to ensure that there's safety, security. This is something that PayPal has stood for the past 25 years and is known for around the world. And so we have standards on our platform and technology that ensures that things like KYC, KYB, all of the different security mechanisms to ensure that consumers can make purchases and feel safe and secure, and that merchants can transact in a very smart way. All of that is built into the platform. You know, what we really set out to do was ensure that there was as little friction as possible for adoption. And so from a consumer standpoint, you will just use your existing wallet, and you will now have access to all of the other merchants around the world. And from a merchant perspective, there's no additional integration needed. When we roll this out, your existing QR code or your existing tap to pay option will now just be available for all the wallets that are part of PayPal World.
Well, you know, you talked about onboarding more partners in the future. Could you tell us who those would be? Are you targeting any specific markets or regions or use cases?
You know, we really see a borderless world when it comes to travel and commerce. And so, you know, we will be open, we'll bring everyone in, and we want to make sure that, you know, wherever you as a consumer choose to travel, you know, the challenge you have now, you want to take your family on vacation, you know, you're either thinking about what is the cash that I need to bring and convert when I, you know, land at my destination, or what local wallet do I need to be able to go sign up for and try to get provision for. We want to eliminate that. So we want consumers to be able to make the choice wherever they want to travel for business, for pleasure, wherever they want to take their family. They can go, they can use their home wallet, where their money is, where their transaction history is, and just be able to check out online, in person, or in the future, agentic AI as well. So look, we'll be bringing on wallets, I know, from around the world, and we want to make sure that anywhere you choose to be, PayPal World is available.
Well, let's talk about India and your partnership with NPCI for UPI. How did that come together? And, you know, broadly, how do you view India's role in shaping the future of the payments infrastructure globally? And how central is UPI really to PayPal World's long-term strategy?
Look, I think one of the very first calls I made was to ensure that UPI would be a part of this vision, and it was a tremendous conversation with the leadership team there. They are exceptional leaders, and you know, a team that again shares this vision of an interoperable world. And they were, you know, tremendous partners throughout. And India is an essential geography for us, right? This is a country that is moving rapidly into digital commerce. There is vast acceptance of digital wallets. And, you know, I will say, even after we made our announcement earlier today, the number of inbound requests that I had from consumers just thanking me for including UPI, because there's so much commerce cross-border between different geographies around the world into India and out of India. I think this was one of the biggest and most important partners we could have, and I'm thrilled that UPI is a founding partner of PayPal World.
Well, Alex, if India is such an important partner, a quick word on your plans for the business here for PayPal, because PayPal had surprisingly shut down its domestic business in India back in 2021 because it said priorities had shifted. But of course, you now do have that in principle approval from the Reserve Bank to operate as a cross-border payments operator. Will that be the extent of PayPal's presence in India? Do you have larger ambitions for the region?
Again, India is a critical region for us. We want to partner with the best that are out there, which is why we partnered with UPI. We have a lot of merchants in India right now that are using PayPal services. And I think with the PayPal World offering, we may see significant adoption of the services that we continue to offer. As you mentioned, we've got cross-border capabilities that our customers are loving, and we are continuing to see that business grow. So India is a very important market for us, and one that we will continue to invest in, and we'll do it with partners that matter, just like UPI.
So no plans to be in the domestic payments business again in India, or any sort of investment plans for the region you could share to expand your business here?
Nothing to share at this time. We again. Have a tremendous cross-border business, and one that we want to make sure that we can create a differentiated offering when we come to a market. And right now there are tremendous offerings already in the India domestic market. We just want to make sure that when consumers and merchants want to interact with the rest of the world, they're using the PayPal World platform to be able to do it. So no new plans to announce today in terms of additional domestic investment, but we're very excited to connect the rest of the world with India and ensure that we're continuing to grow commerce around the world.
Well, Alex, when you took over this job, I remember hearing one of your first interviews talking about how you have competition, or PayPal sees competition from every player from A to Z. What sort of competitive response do you expect to PayPal World? Whether that is Swift, GPI, Visa Direct, I don't know, MasterCard, Apple. How defensible is PayPal World as a platform?
When you start with a mission and a vision that is truly customer back, truly at the heart of what a customer needs in terms of interoperability, in terms of frictionless commerce, then you've got a very strong leg to stand on. And PayPal, it really feels to me like we were built for this moment. 25 years of building a global presence that stands for trust and safety and security, and now opening up our leading wallets and technology to partner with the leading wallets around the world. I think this creates an incredible platform for us to continue to grow on. My expectation is, yes, this is a very competitive landscape. We're also, there's a lot of co-opetition that goes on. And so I expect that, many of the folks that we see day to day as partners are also competitors, and I welcome them to the PayPal World ecosystem. This is really about creating incredible experiences for consumers and for merchants. And if players want to be a part of that vision, then I want to welcome them to PayPal World.
Well, a quick word on another important piece for PayPal that you mentioned, of course, while announcing this launch, and that is plans to enable stablecoins and other new payment methods into it. Could PayPal World eventually evolve into this, universal payment layer that'll include digital currencies, Web3 wallets, and the like? I mean, how do you see this evolving?
We have future-proofed the platform. Stablecoins are starting to really take off. We started to see some regulatory certainty here in the United States, even just within the last couple of weeks. PayPal has been a leader in stablecoins. We launched our US-backed stablecoin, PYUSD, a couple of years ago now. And if you just think about cross-border transactions and you think about the opportunity to provide to use the blockchain to provide a stablecoin opportunity where there are lower fees, lower latency, high security. These are opportunities for us to really take the future of payments and innovate. And so, my expectation is, yes, as PayPal World continues to evolve, if there is consumer demand and merchant demand, particularly on cross-border transactions where stablecoins make sense, then PayPal World will be a big supporter and proponent of that. So, we think we have created the foundation and the platform to be able to innovate, and we welcome all of our partners to come in and build this with us and create incredible, delightful experiences for our customers.
Well, Alex, finally, how do you see PayPal World intersecting with the rise of CBDCs, especially in countries like India that are already working on it? Are more central banks, as more of them explore and launch these digital currencies for specifically cross-border use, do you see them as potential partners, competitors, or something else within this platform?
I think at the end of the day, I am a huge supporter of these new technologies. They also have to work and interoperate on a global scale. Many of these technologies are solving, as they should, the domestic use case first and the local consumer or business use case first. But at some point that taps out. We know that we all live on a global scale, and we have to be able to interact with the world in order to conduct business with our friends, with our family, with other merchants around the world. And so we're going to embrace these technologies. We're going to create the platform that interoperates the world. And this is a big deal, right? PayPal World, if you really step back and think about it, is the first time we've had truly interoperable money movement on a global scale, right? Even cash requires so much friction to be able to change currencies when you travel around. There really is no other paradigm right now that exists. And our ability to create a technology platform with the leading partners in the world that can only expand from here, that we can build on top of with new technologies, I think this is just the start of something really, really special. And I'm very proud of the team and very excited to see where it goes from here.
All right, Alex, thanks very much for taking us through all of that. We look forward to how PayPal World shapes up and to using it. Thank you very much, Alex Chris, for your time here on CNBC TV 18 today.
Thank you.
All right, on that note, it's a goodbye, and thank you for watching this special conversation.